Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to take a look at an incident that happened on board a Carnival Cruise ship, Valor. That's the name of it. This is just south of the Mississippi. Now, I've been on cruise ships. You've been on cruise ships, probably many of you. And while you're enjoying yourself on this ship, few of us have ever heard man overboard. But unfortunately, the guests here on this cruise heard just that, many of them, and many of them witnessed it. We have new pictures that give us more insight to the woman's final moments while she was aboard the ship just before she went over. Okay, she was subdued by the ship's security team because there was a scuffle. There was a lot of yelling. And as you see, the deck was full of people. We're going to break down some of the details. I'm just going to give you a shot now of the guests as they were returning. Now, a lot of people say that the woman was in handcuffs, and this is something that we got to clear up. And as always, thank you for tuning in. I don't know if I said that already. Okay, so right now behind me, you see the Carnival Cruise ship Valor, and those are the upper decks. I should cut away from this shot for just a second so that you get a clear view. This is the ship, and you're seeing all of the upper decks. The ship has the highest one available to the passengers is the 11th deck, and this took place on the 10th deck. Okay, this is back to a video of the passengers returning home on February 17th when the event took place, just after a 5-day cruise. Now, let me just say also that this story should interest all of us because I've been on cruises, and we're heading towards the travel season. Now, I've been on cruises watching concerts, and I enjoy those a lot, but we have to be mindful that we ensure that our entertainment is enjoyable, because things have been escalating out of control in the States and around the globe with events where people should be having a good time just getting out of hand. Okay, so back to the incident. There were stories circulating that the woman was handcuffed, amongst other things. And for a quick recap, in case some of you are new to this story, the incident occurred because the cruise ship security team subdued the woman and removed her from one of the ship's hot tub areas because there was a incident between her and a man. It was probably her husband because that's who she was traveling with. Okay. They were booked to travel together. Okay. So the incident got loud, and Carnival Cruise has said in many statements that the 32-year-old woman broke into a rage. You will hear video of her state of mind and see, the way she was acting just before she went over. Now, Carnival Cruise said the woman did intentionally throw herself overboard. So we're going to take a look at the video that I've been talking about. Please pay close attention to the audio. There is a announcement coming from the ship's monitors, but you will hear the passengers speak. So pay close attention to what everyone's saying. Here we go.
Alicia!
Well done. Very quick. Well done. All right, this one. Name 3 prime time for late.
Get it real. Whoa.
Okay, so you saw that. Right now, we're in the fourth day since that happened. Um, and the woman's body has not been recovered. I'm also going to take you back. Now, we're zooming in and out with this video of, you see the woman being held by the security, and these are the passengers as they're returning. In the other shots, the passengers returning from that cruise. And many people thought that the woman was handcuffed, and some news agencies also said that the woman was handcuffed. But Carnival Cruise Line was quick to go on record stating that the woman was not handcuffed. And there is a big difference between being restrained versus being handcuffed. And it is an understandable assumption that a passerby could arrive to if they see all of the security around her with her hands behind her back. That's why we have investigations. That's why we talk to eyewitnesses. And if you're lucky, you get videos and pictures, which we have here. The pictures that we're going to look at is from, of course, a concerned citizen like we are. We're going to look at that and break it down. Let me just pull up this picture. This is, of course, you can see the woman being held by a female security member. This happened on the 10th floor. This picture was taken by a passenger that went out for a smoke on the 11th deck. And he heard the noise. Now, English is not his first language, so he used the word toppest deck. I take that to mean the highest deck available to the passengers. He stated that the woman started yelling, and it looked like she got in trouble at the hot tub. And I'm pretty sure that's when he took his camera out, which was quick thinking. He said, so security asked her to calm down, and that's all I saw. Those were his words. Okay, and a news anchor man, this man also said that the woman was being put in handcuffs, but if you look, you see that the female security guard is holding one arm, and the male is holding the other arm, and the other one is trailing behind. They feel like they have the situation under control. Okay, the reports were that the security was escorting to the woman back to her cabin because, that makes a lot of sense. They just want to calm the woman down. Now, this picture you see was just seconds before this picture. You'll notice that they passed this man that, this picture happened after. Here is a picture that happened before, excuse me. And they just passed the man that's standing there with the black long pants and the gray shirt. Now, they said that they were in the hot tub, but if we go back to the previous picture, you see that, you will see that neither one of them is wet. They're fully clothed. The man, that's a Black American man, a Black American woman. I'm pretty sure that's the husband. That's not confirmed, but they don't have any water dripping on them. They're just as dry as a bone. So them being in the hot tub, I kind of find that hard to believe. And you saw the woman's state of mind. I cannot imagine that she got herself dressed, then broke out into a rage. They said the woman went overboard, and the ship's command and the Coast Guard immediately began search and rescue efforts. Okay, and this again was just south of the Mississippi as the Mississippi River goes into the Gulf of Mexico. This was 150 miles before reaching the harbor in New Orleans. Okay. The passengers said that the news spread quickly, and some of the passengers actually heard man overboard. And they could see buoys coming out and the search and rescue efforts. Now, there are some different reports. This is some video from another passenger, and this is right when this incident occurred. It happened at 2:30 in the afternoon. And he says, at this point, there are no buoys. Now, people are really there. You can see the fellow passengers. They're concerned. They're looking for any sign of life. But everyone is kind of in disbelief. Some people say they saw the woman the day before taking pictures. And on that day, she was eating and everything looked like everyone was having a great time. And after this happened, they still had a meal happening, but a lot of the passengers lost their appetite. And that's saying something, because cruise ships are known for their great cuisine, their magnificent spreads. Many of the passengers said it was just a very somber mood after the incident with the woman. So Carnival Cruise Lines is providing grief counseling for the husband. I'm sure the family needs it as well. If I find any additional footage, because I do also want to hear the news that this woman has been recovered and brought to her family. But I just want to encourage you all, as we travel, that we all just make sure that things remain enjoyable, because this is an example of a situation unnecessarily getting out of hand, and things can get out of hand even in your own personal homes, in your cars. And unfortunately, I mean, who goes on a cruise to have something like this happen? But it did happen. You see the man, this was the man just going at his head, because he's like, I just saw this woman, and it's just mind-boggling is what he was saying. So thank you for watching. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Peace.